In this video, I'm going to show you how to loop a killer for 30 minutes straight. This was actually my world record loop, and this match lasted for a full 30 minutes. I'm only looking at the red stain. I don't even see Wesker. I'm just focusing on the red stain. You absolutely need to turn on Tritanopia in the colorblind settings in DBD. It makes the killer's red stain way more visible. I'm just walking. I'm letting go of the shift key because holding down sprint will just trigger the killer's bloodlust, making them even faster. You know what the most important thing is? The moment the killer steps to the right, you have to counter step to the left in a flash. If they step left, you go right, but it has to be lightning fast. If you overthink it, you'll mess up. Once you commit to a direction, just go. Never second guess yourself. Yes. This is where I mess up. This is exactly what happens when you vault without checking for the red stain. Never vault when there's no red stain, or you'll end up getting caught just like me. A quick warning for beginners. You can't just pop this syringe and instantly heal anymore. That's in the past. But no worries, we're still incredibly strong. Here's a secret Wesker tip. A lot of players don't realize that his bound hitboxes are actually massive. Instead of trying to dodge laterally in the open, your best bet is to break line of sight entirely behind high walls. Otherwise, he'll vacuum grab you from around the corner anyway. Pay close attention to Wesker's shadow. If it weren't for shadow quality 4, I wouldn't have been able to spot where he was. On the right, you can see my config settings. If your game is too dark and you prefer more brightness, you can drop shadow quality to 2, but I always run it at 4. Right now, I can't see Wesker, but my ears can hear him. If you want your audio to pinpoint him just like this, copy the config settings shown on the screen. By the way, a lot of you have been loving my 360 movements. If you want to pull them off like this, you absolutely need to add this specific setting to your input file. You might think it doesn't make a difference, but it makes the game feel way smoother and your mouse input becomes much more precise and responsive. Let me break down what these settings actually do for you. Mouse smoothing, false. This completely removes any artificial delay or lag from your mouse movements. What you move is exactly what you get on screen. Mouse acceleration, disabled. This ensures that no matter how fast you flick your mouse, the distance your character turns remains 100% consistent. It stops the game from messing with your muscle memory. Raw mouse input, enabled. This bypasses Windows' own internal mouse settings and forces the game to read directly from your mouse sensor. In short, it eliminates all the clunkiness, making your 360s, jukes, and camera turns insanely sharp and precise. If you apply these mouse settings and also bump up your sensitivity, you are going to absolutely demolish every single killer in DBD. The generators are all repaired and the game is over, but he still hasn't managed to catch me. Right here, I'm playing it smart and letting go of the shift key. This completely stops the killer from gaining bloodlust and building up speed. I absolutely love this feeling. Look closely. Every single survivor finished their generators and came over just to watch me. Everyone around is spectating, and it's such a massive confidence boost. To my followers who are new to the game, I want you guys to loop like this too. In fact, you're going to get even better than me. Just look at Wesker. He is completely helpless. I've dropped most of the pallets, but there are still so many left. There's this mindset in DBD that says, this player drops way too many pallets, they must be terrible. Honestly, that's just killer propaganda. If I see a player dropping a lot of pallets, I think, this guy is playing it safe. If your teammate is dropping pallets and you're just standing around watching, then yeah, you'll lose the game. But if you actually lock in and do generators, you will absolutely win. I'm going to fake going to the left, and this guy is going to fall for it hard. Just watch. There might not be any pallets left, but you can still use the trees to loop. Wesker made a huge mistake right here, though. He really should have just hit me with a basic M1 attack. I remember playing this match so clearly, and at one point I actually said to myself, man, I'm exhausted. I hope this killer just catches me already. I had some urgent stuff to take care of and really needed to log off, but I just couldn't bring myself to do it because looping is honestly too much fun. The whole team was watching me. I honestly will never forget this match for the rest of my life. All 3 survivors were just standing around watching the killer and me loop. The killer is giving up on the chase here, but he's actually setting a trap for me. He realized he couldn't catch me normally, so he's trying to trick me. Meanwhile, my team is healing me up. When I was playing this match, my older brother was sitting right next to me, and he was completely blown away by my loop. His eyes were wide open in sheer shock. Honestly, even if there were 15 generators to pop, I still could have kept this chase going through every single one of them. This was my absolute prime. Back then in 2023, I was grinding DBD for 16 hours a day. Watch this dead hard right here. There used to be a bug like this back in the day. If you timed your dead hard at the absolute last second, the game would glitch out. I'll never forget this endgame chat. Wow, it was actually 22 minutes. I totally remembered it as 30 minutes. Damn, I'm really getting old. It must have been either 2022 or 2023. If any of you remember, let me know in the comments. The ranks were still visible back then, and you can clearly see what my skill level was.